Guten Tag everyone, my name is Volda and this is my service dog Dexter. Today's video is going to be a little bit more grim than most. This is the story of how Walmart became Hellmart. So I went on a trip to Pensacola, Florida to meet with a friend and trainer of mine. About halfway through our trip, we needed to run to the store to get something. It was late, about 9 o'clock, and we were going to go to CVS, but at that point they were all closed. So we decided Walmart would be just fine. We got there no problems and went inside. We entered with no issues, passing the greeter and all, and went to the section where the item we needed was. The dogs were behaving as they should, and as we were walking up and down the aisle looking for the one we wanted, the dogs were in a place. We found the item and called the dogs into a heel. Before checking out, we decided to walk through to the dog section. As we were walking past an employee, they stopped us and said the dogs were not allowed in the store. We told her they were service dogs and tried to continue on our way. She stopped us and told us our dogs had to have vests, and that there was a paper from corporate saying that only dogs with vests were allowed in the store. Both dogs were leashed and had prong collars, but were not wearing vests, as it was a quick late night trip. She told us she would go get the paper and show us, and so we said okay. She told us to continue our shopping and she would find us, so we continued on thinking that was the end of things. As we turned the corner, there was another employee stocking clothes, and she mouthed something before stopping us and telling us our dogs needed vests. After trying to explain to her the law, she wouldn't listen, so I asked for her to call a manager over. She called another employee and we repeated the law for them, and I even brought up the ADA on my phone, showing them where service dogs did not need to be vested and could not be asked for identification. As more employees surrounded us, things only got worse. We were told that service dogs had to be vested and needed their papers as identification. One of the employees even told us they needed to be wearing a blue vest. At this point, I could barely speak and I was shaking very bad. Dexter was blocking and tried pulling me away from the situation, but couldn't because he had his prong on. They kept saying they couldn't do anything because it came from corporate, so we gave up. They said that we could check out, so we made our way to the checkout. At this point, I started filming as I was going to ask the cashier what their service dog's rules were to get it on camera.
10 people, $10.
Right there. Are you alright? I'm gonna pay and then we can go, alright? Sit up and have him do DPT.
I am so mad at myself for not filming the confrontation, but as I was focused on explaining and dealing with the situation, I forgot. If I had the clip, I would have shown you guys and sued the living daylights out of Walmart because what they did was very illegal. I did email Walmart with no other reply than an automated message. I decided to go to my local Walmart and see if it was an actual policy from corporate that required SDs to wear vests. This is the answer I got, as well as a printout stating the laws straight from corporate. I have a question for you about your service dog policy.
You fine.
Because I was at another Walmart and they told me I had to have him in a blue vest. And they said that he had to be vested, he couldn't be unvested, and that it had to be a blue vest. And they said that that policy came from corporate. Well, I'm wondering, do you guys just, is the policy they have to have this part on them?
I've never heard anything about it.
Alright. there's some good to the situation. In the first clip, you can see that when I faint, Dexter immediately notices, and he did exactly as he was trained. He came over and licked my face until I was able to get up. This was by far my worst panic attack, and I even had a seizure when I fainted. Thank God Dexter was there, and that he is such an amazing dog and did what I needed him to. After the panic attack, he led me outside and we were able to sit down and do DPT. My friend was very helpful and handled the situation well, keeping people away from me and staying calm. They even handled things well when a lady was going into Walmart came over to us and asked if I was okay. My friend stated I was having a panic attack and that we had it covered. The lady then proceeded to say that I wasn't having a panic attack, that I was just crying. I love being told by strangers what my disability is and what symptoms of panic attacks are. So in conclusion, dogs did wonderful. Walmart was very uneducated at that location. Dexter did a fantastic live response to fainting and did awesome DPT. People need to mind their own business when they see a service dog tasking and not ask questions or tell the person they are not having a panic attack right. I am so proud of Dexter. He's amazing and I wouldn't trade him for the world.